Hello, and welcome to maximizing the business value of your Unisys mainframe. Now, when it comes to defining exactly what value represents, there are, of course, a lot of different interpretations. But in the context of business, value means getting the most out of your investment. Businesses routinely sweat assets to maximize the value of an investment. And that same concept applies to all major IT investments, especially during these challenging economic times. Many IT organizations have been steadily building a wealth of business data on their mainframe applications for more than 30 years. Application performance on a mainframe is not only still better than any other platform, the overall environment is a whole lot more secure. In addition, mainframe applications can dynamically scale up or down to flexibly meet changing business requirements, which is something that can't be easily replicated on any other platform. The challenge then lies in extending that valuable data to the analysts and business decision makers who need it most. One of the most venerable mainframe platforms around is the ClearPath MCP system from Unisys Corporation. Now, much of the success of this platform is attributable to the DMSII hierarchical database that serves as the foundation for many business-critical applications. And despite 40 years of hype surrounding x86 servers, mainframe applications have stood the test of time because the core business logic that companies depend on has been embedded in those mission-critical applications. Of course, many companies are tempted to rewrite these existing applications to run on lower-cost x86 servers, but in almost every instance, the resulting application would be more rigid, run more slowly, and be less secure. Not to mention the added expense of recreating what already exists. Now, a more practical goal would be to leave the DMSII data right where it is, on the ClearPath mainframe, and just make it more accessible to apps running on other platforms. After all, the company has already spent millions of dollars collecting that data. It makes good business sense to use it as economically as possible. The simplest and easiest way to make that happen comes in the form of an ETL tool from Attachmate Corporation called DATABridge. DATABridge is designed to allow easy, secure integration of DMSII data into an existing relational database. That means your standard business intelligence tools can be used to access all your mission-critical data, including the rich repository of information that resides inside a DMSII database on your ClearPath mainframe. And once set up, DATABridge keeps track of any changes to the underlying DMSII database to make sure the latest information is always available to any standard BI application. This is important because companies everywhere are trying to extend their business processes out to the web. But all too often, for reasons that defy business logic, they inexplicably become convinced that the best course of action is to throw out the business logic that they've nurtured for decades instead of extending it. In reality, the smartest thing to do is simply expose the business processes that have been honed to perfection out to a much broader base of users. That means that instead of spending millions of dollars reinventing an existing enterprise IT wheel, all they have to really do is deploy a set of inexpensive interfaces that make their existing applications more accessible. And best of all, the whole process can be accomplished in a matter of days. Business value today is defined as getting the most out of your assets as fast as you can for the lowest cost possible. The good news is that DATABridge allows all that to happen by giving IT organizations the tools they need to sweat a Unisys mainframe asset without actually having to break into one.